Hey guys, Tom here. Welcome to yet another video, and in my typical fashion, the sun is setting in like 30 minutes from now, and I set myself on a mission that I have to accomplish before it's dark and I can't see anything. So the valley is getting pretty hot with this heat wave, and I'm going on a trip to Palm Springs tomorrow. And of course, I just noticed the Mercedes AC is not really that cold as it used to be. So I am suspecting a low refrigerant. So I went to AutoZone, copped one of these for like 70 bucks, and I'm gonna try to refill it and see if it fixes the AC. Hopefully it will, because I will need it tomorrow. This is before the recharge. I started up the truck about 5 minutes ago. I let it idle with the AC on the coolest setting and the highest fan setting. And as you can see, I jerry-rigged a very highly professional and technical measuring device over here with two identical Amazon temperature gauges. And as you can see, the left side, my driver's side zone, is blowing fairly warm at 83 degrees, which corresponds to the ambient temperature outside. And the passenger side is, blowing at way nicer, way cooler 64. The first thing you will need is to look for one of these stacks right here. That will tell you the type of refrigerant. In my case, it's R134A. It might be somewhere on the hood, it might be anywhere around here. It has to look like this with the little AC icon next to it. After you find this, you know which one to buy, and then you will have to find a low pressure AC port, which in my case should be right here. So I can open it just like that, and that's where I'll put my can. According to all the tutorials, you have to start up your car. After the engine's turned on, make sure to have the AC at the lowest possible setting, the air recirculation on, highest fan speed, and the AC compressor on. And then you want to open your doors to make sure that the AC keeps on running. For best results, charge under shade, which we are, and keep the doors open while charging. Turn the engine on and turn AC on high. Make sure the recirculation mode is selected. Temperature on the coolest setting and the fan on the highest setting. Remove clear plastic battery tab. The gauge is on. Let's take the cap off right here. And let's put this on to see what the gauge says. It says 39. Fine. It says 25 to 50 is filled. It's saying 39, 38. It seems like there might be a different problem with my AC, unfortunately. My thinking is the compressor is not really engaging unless I rev up the engine a little more. Let's see. I'll rev it up to 2000 RPM, and if this drops, I'll try to add a little bit of it. Okay, and it's dropping, so let's add some. This confirms my theory. Okay, so let's take this off. All right, screw this back on. Okay, so shake the system valve, reattach the quick connect back at the low side port, and make sure to always hold the can upright. So let's give it a good shake. Okay, so I'm having the gas revved up right now. It's sitting at about 1500 RPM and 70 PSI. So let's do it. $20. $23. $26. Okay, rev it one more time and keep it. Okay, the AC just kicked in. I can hear it kicking in. 24, 23, 22, 19, 18, 17. Okay, there's more. Okay, this has to look really, really weird looking at me doing this. Okay, I think we're done. Okay, you're good. You don't have to rev it anymore. Thank you. You're the best helper ever. Let's check the inside. So 52 right here, 52 right here. It got a little colder outside, but it's also noticeably colder from the vents. Now, let's see if I engage the compressor by holding the RPMs higher. All right, so that concludes my test. Can take this off, put the cap back on. What do you think about the Mercedes having a functional AC again?
I hate it because I don't like being cold.
All right, well, as you can see, guys, it's very appreciated.
I love Sadie and she's going to be mine one day.
As you can see by all the condensation on the ground, it seems like the AC is in much better shape than it was just half an hour ago. The sun's down, but it's still very, very warm. However, tomorrow I'm gonna do a real world test from the desert and we'll see how well it actually worked. I'll bring my refill with me just in case we need to do it again. So, see you tomorrow. Okay guys, this is the next day. It's past 6 p.m. in the desert and the heat here is absolutely inhumane. I found a little bit of shade to film in, but it's still over 110 degrees outside. However, the AC is working very well. I'm idling right now and you can still hear the compressor or the fan. So that seems to be fixed with just refilling the AC. So it seems like my theory of this all just being low on Freon was actually right. I have the temperature gauges out on the vents again, so let's check it out inside. Temperature readings are 55 and 55. Let's rev it up and hold it at around 2000 RPM just to see if the AC kicks in even more and if it's gonna do something to the readings. Okay, so keeping the revs up higher or just driving around, you can feel that it's getting even colder. And now, mind you, it's still 110 outside. So I feel like I sort of solved the issue. Okay guys, so as you can see, if you have uneven temperature in different zones, the passenger side being colder than the driver's side, at least on the ML or the GLE, GLS, GL, whatever, it's probably just low on Freon, just as I thought. And as you can see, you don't have to pay $400 to refill it. I fixed up my problem for $65 with one of those AutoZone self-fix scans, whatever. I know the right way to do it is to refill it by weight and all that, see if there are any leaks. But I needed to go to the desert the next day. I fixed it. As far as I'm concerned, the AC is working just fine again. It might actually need a little bit more gas in it, but for now it's great. So I think that concludes my test, my very professional video right here. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or recommendations, make sure to comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you want to see more videos from me, make sure to subscribe. And I'm gonna hide in my truck because it's getting way too hot, even though it's so late. So I'll see you in the next one.